What if you died today and woke up in a world of magic, monsters, and unimaginable power? A world where one mistake could wipe out a kingdom, and a single boy holds the power to save or destroy it all. This is the story of Wise Man's Grandchild, a tale of reincarnation, love, and the terrifying cost of power. But here's the real question. When the world's strongest sorcerer faces an army of demons, will magic be enough to stop the storm that's coming? Stick around, because the ending will change everything. The story begins with a man, nameless, ordinary, consumed by his work. Day after day, he refuses invitations, works overtime, and trudges home exhausted. But one fateful evening, as he crosses the street, a blinding light, a truck's horn, and everything goes black. When the man awakens, it's not to the world he knew. His soul has been reincarnated into the body of a tiny infant. Years pass. We meet 8-year-old Shin Wolford living deep in the forest with his grandfather, Merlin, a legendary sorcerer known across the kingdom. Under Merlin's watchful eye, Shin learns magic. But unlike the wizards in stories, Shin doesn't to chant long incantation. No, his magic flows naturally, a fact that astonishes everyone around him. One day, Melida Bowen, a family friend and magic tool enchanter, visits the forest. She scolds young Shin for hunting despite his age, but their sparring instructor, Mitchell Calling, can't help but be impressed. Fast forward 2 years. Merlin begins to teach Shin demon hunting. In no time, Shin surpasses even his master. On their first hunt, Shin locates a demon with search magic, and before anyone can react, slays it single-handedly. One evening, after brutal training with Mitchell, Merlin reveals the truth. Shin, you're not really my grandson. I saved you after a demon attack. But Shin smiles softly, replying, You are my family. On his 15th birthday, Shin is celebrated, but a question hangs in the air. What's next? As they discuss his future, it dawns on Shin he knows nothing about the outside world. To test his power, the group heads to the wilderness. Shin unleashes a fire spell, but not just any spell. The explosion mirrors the power of a nuclear blast, shocking everyone. Merlin and Melida scold him for failing to hold back. Recognizing the danger of Shin's overwhelming strength, his uncle, who is none other than the king, suggests he enroll in the Royal Magic Academy. Arriving in the capital, Shin wanders the streets and stumbles upon adventurers harassing a young girl. Without hesitation, Shin intervenes, defeating them effortlessly. The girl, Maria, and her friend, Cecilia, thank him warmly. The next day at the entrance exam, noble Kurt von Ritzberg challenges Shin, but their clash is swiftly diffused by the crown prince, August von Erlscheid, who quickly befriends Shin. During the exam, the instructors warn Shin to control his magic, but when his turn comes, his spell demolishes the room. Shin ranks first, joining August and the others at the academy. As Shin adjusts to academy life, Kurt's dark side emerges. Obsessed with Cecilia, Kurt becomes increasingly violent. But soon, it's revealed that Kurt has been corrupted by Mr. Strom, a blind teacher who's secretly a demonoid. The confrontation is brutal. Kurt, now fully demonized, attacks the academy. Despite Shin's efforts to spare him, Kurt self-destructs, forcing Shin to strike him down. Shin grapples with guilt, wondering if he could have saved Kurt another way. As political tensions rise, Strom's plan unfolds. Once a nobleman who loved his people, Strom was betrayed, his wife murdered, and his home destroyed. Consumed by vengeance, Strom turned himself into a demonoid and now amasses an army to crush the empire. Back at the academy, Shin forms a club, the Ultimate Magician. Together, they train relentlessly, mastering spells and honing their skills. But as the kingdom braces for war, Strom's attacks escalate. Supply routes are sabotaged, civilians starve, and discontent turns to rebellion, feeding Strom's growing legion. In the heat of battle, Shin's team proves their worth. Alice, Maria, Thor, Julius, once considered mere students, now stand as warriors. Cecilia's healing magic saves countless lives, while Shin's explosive spells devastate enemy forces. Through it all, a quiet romance blossoms. Shin and Cecilia's bond deepens, culminating in a tender confession beneath the stars. When they return to meet Cecilia's parents, Shin, without hesitation, agrees to marry her, to the delight of both families. As war looms, the ultimate magicians lead the charge. Their training pays off as they face down catastrophe-class demons. Meanwhile, Strom's backstory comes to light, revealing a tragic fall from grace and a heart twisted by revenge. In the final moments, Shin's team soars above the capital, casting a brilliant display of wind magic, their spirits unbroken. But Strom's shadow still lingers, promising an even greater battle to come. Wise Man's Grandchild is more than just magic battles and flashy spells. It's a story about family, love, and finding your place in a world you were never meant for. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, because here we uncover the hidden treasures of world cinema, one story at a time. Tell me in the comments, what was your favorite moment, and what anime or movie should we explore